Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Logan, and today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe version. So I have never played the Stanley Parable before. I've only seen playthroughs of it, mostly just because I think when it largely came out in 2013, it was on Steam. I haven't used PCs in quite some time. I've been using actually Macs for a long time. But I am really excited to be playing this version on Nintendo Switch and seeing what it's all about with all the updates that have come out for it. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Stanley Parable, this is a game all about choices. And I shit you not. So I loaded in this game to kind of get it started, and it actually was asking me things about, like, have you played before? What time is it currently? So I don't recall that ever being a part of the original Stanley Parable, like on any of the playthroughs that I've seen. So I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with it. But, you know, let's go ahead and dive into it. I know, I can't believe that I have never played the Stanley Parable before. Like, for as much hype as this game got when it first came out to just kind of all just the craziness of it. Like, it's not a game where there's a ton of action or really, how should I put this? It's the game itself is super meta. Oh shit, this is asking me for the current time. All right, it is 3:44. Let's go ahead and No. Oh, it's going to do it this way. All right. 3:44. Well, I guess 3:45 now. Confirm. Hang on. What? Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you too, man. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Oh, what? What is this deal? Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Yeah, so I tried booting this up and I had some recording issues, so I had to like restart it. So I didn't even get all the way into it. I was just like, all right, gotta bail out of it and I'll go back in. But here we are, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Let's begin the game. Achievement unlocked. Welcome back.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right. Okay, so for this first playthrough, we are just going to follow the instructions.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where'd everybody
Stanley
go?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know about you guys. I work a 9 to 5, and I hate it when I miss emails or memos or shit like that. It just it makes it so much harder. Is this the meeting room? No. I think the meeting room's actually back over here. Oh, no. No, everybody's still gone. Try some doors. No. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left it is. 413. God, where the hell is everybody? 412.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Meeting room 4. Floor X. 4XX. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. I think if any one of you who are watching this like work a 9 to 5, you see this shit all over the place. Or you get it through email, or it's like in your calendar invites. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh, wait. Number of slides on this slide. Slides. Charts and slides. My quarterly post review. The crazy part is, so like I've seen playthroughs of this, right? And I'm curious to see if there's like actually any story or things that people haven't like uncovered yet. Oh, this door opens.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, so we're gonna listen to him. We're gonna go out, but I think in one of the playthroughs that we do today, like I think I'm gonna go back and just hang out in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Poor guy. I couldn't imagine like with your boss being like several floors above you. Oh, what's over here? Executive bathroom. Oh, whoa, we can go in here. Can we see ourselves? Nope. Well, money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Why does the toilet sound like a keyboard? Okay, we're just gonna leave it. I'm not really sure why it sounds like a keyboard. Actually, this brings up a good point. Does it sound like a keyboard because this is all a part of the button press like thing? Like he's going through the steps, right? So he's being told what to do still, or we're being told what to do still.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Let's see if I just...
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, let's go through the passageway. The hell? Is that... Oh, I guess we have to go down. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, and why would he feel that way when he's still doing what the narrator is telling him to do?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? Oh, there's another path. Escape. Mind control facility or escape. Mind control facility or escape. Mind control facility. Oh, do we turn on the lights here? What is this? Can I like zoom in? I guess I can kinda. Let's... I don't know. Okay, we'll press the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, let's see if our number's here. I think it's 427.
To himself, did he have the strength to find out?
I've always wondered this. Like in the playthroughs that I've seen, I don't think anyone actually looked at the cameras that popped up. Oh, here we go. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
427.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh my gosh!
Stanley.
It's our office!
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is this? Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
But it is.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Dude, this is nuts. Oh, is there something underneath there? Console disabled. Can I like re-enable some of this stuff? So there's a lot of stuff in this game that is just not purely coincidence. Like, it is in here for a reason, and I love it because it feels like almost everything, like every decision that you make or are being told to do has a purpose. And it's just, it's such an inventive way to think about gaming. System power, here we go.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, let's shut it off. Oh, black screen, black screen.
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command, freedom was mere moments away.
But is it
And yet,
freedom?
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Hint,
Where
hint.
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Is he
What other
free from the
mysteries
machine's
did this
grasp?
strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
All right, here we go. Oh, this reminds me of oh shit, what's that movie? Leonardo DiCaprio, Spinning Top. That's what this moment is. Where you just say, fuck it, I'm spinning the die and I am out. I'm spinning the top and that's the end of it. We're out of here.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. Did we though? No. No. That is one of many, many endings. So in this next one, we are just going to... Oh, is he going to say something? I'm pretty sure he has like a little dialogue that he goes through. But in this one, we're just going to like not listen to anything that the narrator says. We're going to flat out ignore him.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Skip through. Could you imagine running an office like this and be like, fuck it, I'm running.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Nope, we're going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly.
Yes, I did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I just don't want to follow your instructions. We're gonna try every door, see if we can not go into the employee break room.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It
Cold
had really been
drink.
worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Does this thing have beer? I need beer. Give me beer. Give me beer. Oh wait.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It's so funny because it's like the narrator is still forcing you to somewhat follow his directions. Oh, we could keep going straight, go through here, or wait, did he say first door on the left? Dang it. Nope, we're gonna not listen to. I think we're gonna keep going straight. Can we keep going straight?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, fuck the establishment. We're going straight through this. We're not listening to any of it. Can I like jump down here? Is that like safe? We'll just do this. Wait, what does this say? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Do not jump from cargo lift while it's in motion. It will cause death. Okay, here we go.
Look, Stanley,
YOLO!
but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, so that didn't work. We're gonna just stay on the cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
I think so too.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't think
I
that.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay. Well, we'll keep going through. Whoa. Shit.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. Maybe we'll listen to this one thing. Or I guess, well, yeah, we'll listen. We'll see what happens. Can I? It's like it didn't want me to pick up the phone. And the phone, for some reason, sounds like a keyboard. I still can't get past that.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ugh.
Gotcha.
Ah, fuck you, man.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
All right, we'll listen to this part of it. Let's see what he has queued up for us.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Press A on your controller. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press up.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press B.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Please press Y to spend time with the boys. All right, spending time with the boys.
So he went further.
Drinking some
Imagine that he
beers.
came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Please press Y to tell your kids a story. So this is the interesting thing about this, and I kind of want to pause here to talk about this. This game, like, even though you have choices, you really don't have choices. everything is pre-programmed in this game, and you are following predefined paths. And I also think it's one of the reasons why, like, when I'm randomly clicking on objects, that they sound like a keyboard. They sound like a keyboard because I am going through the button presses, the motions of essentially what Stanley's been doing. Everything has been predefined, and that's just, I think, a representation of what's been predefined. It's me clicking the keyboard, showing like it's another button press in this whole story, and that's just super fascinating to me.
Such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope.
Definitely
that it
creature of
would never
habit.
end, that he might always feel this free.
That's not freedom,
Surely
though.
there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please press down to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no
Whoa.
answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Please press left to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Waiting, waiting. Not gonna press it. Not gonna press it. We're gonna press a different button. Oh, can I press different? Nope. No. I won't do it. Can I ignore it? Don't make me do it, narrator man. Don't make me do it. No.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press X to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
Oh. That's so freaky, though, where it's just like, please die. No, thank you, I don't want to. Okay, legit this time, we're not going to follow any of the
All
instructions.
The workers were gone. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm just going to be a shit disturber and ignore all aspects of what you're saying. Nope, forget the work of art.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, we're not about business on this channel. We're ignoring all sorts of business.
Stanley was so bad at following direction to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Nope.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nope, we're going to stare at this phone. We're not picking it up. We shall wait. Try me, Mr. Narrator Man. Try me. Nope, still not answering that phone. Won't do it. They can ring all it wants to. We'll dance around the phone. Can I, like, turn around and, like, maybe leave? Is there, like... Apparently I've been smoking. Unless somebody else has been sneaking in here. How long does this phone go? Oh, okay, maybe I can pull it out from the...
As
Yeah.
Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, it was.
Double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone.
No.
He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
I have choices!
I understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I am a real person.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Oh, let's negate it, baby.
Completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
Yep.
Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Oh, this is a severe
I wouldn't
situation?
have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe
No!
decision-making in the real world.
This is like a safe... No, no safety videos.
It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert
Hi, Rupert.
had a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
What?
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack. What the hell does that even mean?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most
'Cause that looks-
professionals
that looks
recommend making
safe.
at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should
Jeez.
subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Well, if that doesn't give you an existential crisis, I don't know what will.
You may have noticed
Whoa.
this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, we're going backward. Oh, here we go. Can I wonder if I can go this way now. Nope. Okay, looks like I have to go over here.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Might have already done that.
Story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Nope. What happens if I leave? Can I, like, jump back in? Oh, come on, let me do this. No? Okay, let's see if I can... This is the thing, like, with Stanley Parable, you have to do things that you wouldn't necessarily expect. Let's see, oh, is there something? No? Okay. Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. What if I don't want to stop? What if I just want to, like, click on things? Okay. We'll see what happens when we go back part of the way. I'm sure there's going to be another option for choice, and we'll see if I can, like, deviate from that option.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No, I don't want to go back. Don't make me do it. Can I, like, click on things? Is there other things I can go to? It's going to make me go all the way back.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Psych. I'm out. Run.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Let me out. I want to keep going this way. No. All right, fine. Go out this way. And here we go. Oh, come on. Can I, like, close the door or something? Can I choose? Can I go back? Nope. Okay, so I've tried going back and forth a couple of times, and it's not gonna let me go back to the right. Nothing happens. I've sat in there for a few minutes, and it just doesn't want to let me do anything, so I'm gonna go to the left. I have to kind of listen to him, I think, at this point. Is that gonna close behind me? Doesn't look like it, so I'm wondering if I can, like... Oh.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about with you, my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
Everything.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No.
I have to. I have to.
No. But there's a door over there. I gotta get to the door. Oh. I don't know if anybody else caught that. Did you guys see the opening that had, like, the red arrows? That's what I was trying to get to.
I'm here.
Oh.
I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Oh no!
It was the only thing in
It's
the world that was mine, and
broken!
you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Maybe.
Oh. My story.
I broke it.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There
Oh
was a
no!
whole underground
Your
facility.
story!
You would have destroyed it
It's
and been
broken!
victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Ooh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which way? Which way? Which way? No!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, so I've gone through the right door probably like a dozen times, and I'm not getting anything different out of it just yet. So I assume this is one of those paths that you have to do probably like 50 or 60 times to get something different. So I'm just going to go to the left for now and just follow part of the instructions for that anyways. But I know there's some options where I can bail out, and I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay, so we're going to skip through this. Yeah, we know.
To go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's interesting. So the first time I went through this, there was actually a down staircase, but now there's not a down staircase, so I have to go up. So let me try going up. So he's putting guardrails now. Now I have no other option but to follow what he has me doing, which is fascinating. So, oh, whoa, the office is different now too. The heck? Okay, let's...
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Okay.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode.
2845?
He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night Shark 115.
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 1185. Or whatever it is. Actually, so before we do that, what is this picture?
Stanley spoke the
Business,
code.
a strategy, and it's a panda. Why is is that a gun?
Right there on the wall.
What? Who would do that to a panda? That's so rude. Okay, we'll speak.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 1185.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
I tried. You wouldn't let me. You broke it.
When Stanley came to a set of
Whoa.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Whoa, what the?
Hello?
What?
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
What?
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
What?
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
What is this?
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
What does this mean? The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. It's never the end with Stanley Parable. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave that here, but Please, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in part 2.